So students, let's discuss about the very basic component of food, that is carbohydrate. So today we will discuss about carbohydrates. Let's start. Students, as this word is new to you, so firstly know that carbohydrate provide us energy, that is they are great source of energy. And if talking about their composition, then these are made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, that is if you say C6H12O6. So here you can see that in this compound there is presence of carbon, there is presence of hydrogen, there is presence of oxygen. Okay, so any component which comprises of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen are called as carbohydrates. Okay, are called as carbohydrates. Now students, as we have seen that its components, its constituent particle are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So their general formula is simply Cn and H2ON. Okay, now if we fix it, suppose it is C6, then you are very well known, then H will be what? 6H, and as it is 2, so H will be 12, and talking about O is equal to N, then it will be 6. So in this way we have to fix it. It is not necessary for you, but just have a general idea that any compound having formula CnH2n are called as carbohydrate. Now students, how we get energy? When oxidation of carbohydrate is done, then we get energy. Okay, and carbohydrates are basically found in nature in two forms. Okay, whenever you have to say the category of carbohydrate, then they basically are categorized into two, or you can say are found in two forms. One is called as sugars and second is called as starch. Okay, they can be present in the form of sugar and they can present in the form of starch. Talking about the very first, that is sugar. So you know students, sugar are water soluble. Okay, you have seen in your homes also the sugars which you use daily, it is soluble in water, and every kind of sugar is soluble in water. Okay, you can differentiate it. It may be sucrose, it may be glucose, it may be fructose. So you don't have to know about this, but as it is given in your book, so I am explaining it. So students, if talking about sugar, so they are also of two types. The very first is simple sugar and the very second is complex sugar. So from the word it is clear to you what are simple sugar. So sugars which are simple, or basically you can say that have lower molecular mass. Okay, that is if you talk about glucose or fructose, as I have given the example, that is C6H12O6. okay, so this is the simple sugar, that is glucose and fructose, both have the general formula C6H12O6. okay, they differentiate in their orientation only and functional group only. Now students, let's talk about the second, that is the complex sugar. So complex sugar are sucrose and maltose and lactose. Okay, so why they are called complex? Because basically they have high molecular mass. Okay, you can see here, if you will see that here sucrose, so sucrose has the molecular formula C12H22O11. you are seeing it now. So this complex molecule, they just dissociates into the simpler one. Okay, that is the glucose and the fructose. So this what I mean to say, that is the sugar is simple and complex. Now students, let's talk about the second form in which carbohydrate are found is starch. So starch is generally a polysaccharide. Okay, that is it is mixture of many saccharides. and it is the major source of energy. Basically, from where we get these starch, so rich sources of starch are cereals, potato, and sago palm. Okay, in animals, glycogen is present, which is also called animal starch. Okay, so for animals, glycogen is present as a starch, and for human being, it may be we get the starch from cereals, from potato, etc. Okay, students, cellulose is formed in plant. Okay, so starch, cellulose, and glycogen are generally insoluble in water. You have seen in your homes also, if you we are talking about a starch, you can see, just you can do an experiment. If you wash this rice, okay, so what basically happens, there will be some stuck mass will left. Okay, whenever you boil it or whatever it is, that is what called a starch. Or you can simply see that veggies. Okay, so just talk about the veggies. When the animals eat it, okay, we cannot digest it. That is what cellulose. So cellulose, glycogen, and starch are generally insoluble in water. Okay, carbohydrates are primarily divided into following group. Talking about its chemical aspect, and as we have said, the simple and complex sugar. So on the basis of this, they are further classified as monosaccharides. Okay, that is, there will be single saccharine group. Okay, or you can basically understand them as the simple sugar. That is, these cannot be hydrolyzed into simpler form. These are the chemical aspect. You don't have to know them, but as earlier also said, it is given in your book, so I am explaining it. What you have to just take away with this lecture is that carbohydrate, it provides us energy. Okay, what you have to take away is carbohydrate, it gives us energy, and you generally have to know this component is carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. And you generally have to know there are two form of carbohydrate, that is sugar and that is a starch. You have to somewhat know the example of sugar, that is glucose, fructose, sucrose, etc. And you have to know this example of a starch, that is, you can say cellulose, glycogen, etc. Okay, this classification is not that much necessary. So monosaccharide are simply, these cannot be hydrolyzed into simpler form. The example are pentose, that are having 5 carbon, hexose, that are having 6 carbon. Okay, ribose, glucose, galactose, and fructose. Okay, these are important monosaccharides in animal nutrition. Common food source are fruits and milk. From where we get them are from fruits and milk. Now students, let's talk about the disaccharide. This is the second division. Okay, in this what happened, these carbohydrates gives two molecules of similar, you can say, or different monosaccharides. As earlier also I have told you that sucrose breakdowns or hydrolyzed into glucose and fructose. Okay, that both the two are different. And talking about maltose, when it is hydrolyzed, it is divided into or produces glucose and glucose, that is the similar molecule. So you can say that disaccharides are the carbohydrates that give two molecules, and these two molecules may be similar or may be different. Okay, in the very first you are seeing that sucrose is hydrolyzed to give glucose and fructose. Both the two molecules are different, but talking about maltose, it hydrolyzed to give glucose and glucose, that is, both the component are same. So these are disaccharides. Now talking about the third, that is polysaccharide. So students, these carbohydrate give many molecule of monosaccharide, okay, on hydrolysis. Example are starch, cellulose, and glycogen. So as you have seen that cellulose and glycogen are animal carbohydrate, and starch is obtained from, you can say, plants, that is cereals, etc. Now students, we also have to understood its function. So basically carbohydrates serve as fuel. Okay, as you know that to run a bike or motor fuel is necessary, so for us also it is very necessary because it serve as fuel. And as earlier also say, it provide energy on oxidation. Always remember this point, that is how we get energy from that. On oxidation we get the energy. Now students, second function is that glycogen serve as reserve fuel in animals. Okay, for animals the fuel is glycogen. And students, pentose sugar are component of nucleic acid. Okay, we have nucleic acid in our body. You have seen that DNA etc. They are the deoxyribonucleic acid, and RNA, that is ribonucleic acid. So nucleic acid contains pentose sugar. And at last the fourth point, that is carbohydrate also help in oxidation of fat and synthesis of non-essential amino acid. Okay, so students, excess of carbohydrate in food cause hindrance in absorption of protein, salt and vitamin. Okay, so it is not that if they are providing us energy then we have to take larger amount of carbohydrates. The criterions are fixed. Okay, for what age, for what amount of carbohydrate should be taken, which we will discuss later. Now students, let us see the common mechanism how we are saying that we get energy. So for this you have see this reaction here. You can see carbohydrate react with oxygen, and from where we get this oxygen? So this oxygen is taken from the respiration. Okay, in the respiration process oxygen is intaking. So these oxygen react with the carbohydrate and produce carbon dioxide, water and energy. And you can see this energy is used by our body to perform various activities. Okay, so carbohydrates are oxidized in the tissue of our body by the oxygen taken in respiration. As a result of oxidation of carbohydrate, carbon dioxide, water and energy are produced. And student, what you have to remember is the energy produced is performing different function. Okay, we use these energy to perform different function. This energy in fact is released by the breaking of molecule of carbohydrate. Okay, enzyme help in the oxidation of carbohydrate. So student, normally we can say that carbohydrate give energy for various activity. You have to remember only this point, that is carbohydrate gives us energy for various activity. Now students, you can see the list where energy released from different food items is given. Okay, so how much energy is released from different food items, you have to just see this. If talking about the food item, that is chapati, and if we take one chapati, then it will release 150. Okay, these energies are given in calories. So 150 calorie energy is released. From bread, that is one slice of bread, 70 calorie energy is liberated. From apple, that is one piece of apple, 100 calorie. So you can see this list from where from here we are seeing that the highest amount of energy, that is calorie releasing, is from, you can see, rice. So rice is a great source of carbohydrate. Okay, after that we are seeing that chapati is there, milk is there. Okay, so this is about the carbohydrates. Students, remember some more points also, that is energy is measured in calorie. Okay, it may be asked in your exam in which unit the energy is measured. So it is measured in calorie. Now students, let us see some more points also. So a molecule of starch is formed of several molecule of sugar, that is sugars combined together to form starch. And oxidation of one molecule of starch provide energy many times in comparison to molecule of sugar. As you know, sugar is a component, single component, and it react together to form starch. The sugar will provide lesser energy and starch provide more energy. Now students, you can see the children of 10 to 12 year of age require 2000 calorie. You have seen here from children of 10 to 12 year of age require 2000 calorie of energy, whereas boys and girls having 15 to 18 years of age require 26,000 calorie. Okay, so this is all about today's lecture. This is about the carbohydrates. Thank you, class.